Like going to Blackhill Park because the other place was shut. I didn't press the record before. Never mind. See if we can't find Grandma McCluskey's thing because it got destroyed in the 80s by certain kids.
Yeah, I'll find it. Why do kids find it's funny to vandalise things?
Well, this is why we've got. But nowadays we've even got friggin'. They have to have metal things protecting all the glasses in the churches now, man. You wouldn't have dared when we were younger. You would have thought you got struck down by lightning.
Even do it now. Someone did it an hour ago and they got the head caved in, didn't they?
Hello.
Out every night.
Right, well, Blackhill Cemetery. As you can see, I'm a bit more better lit up this time. Got a better torch.
No.
Back with Leela, Matty,
Oh, yeah.
and Kevin. I keep trying to think.
Appreciate the blindness.
Well, let me through then.
Wait, get through.
Give your eyes and ears open, please, and see if you can hear or see anything that we can't.
Where's your voice recording? I'll keep that on us.
Right, you hold that then, and I'll get the voice recorder.
What, this one?
Yeah. There we go. It's better.
Man, keep it like that because it's just pointing at the floor.
Like that.
I've got it like this. I've tilted it so it's better.
Yeah?
They just need to tilt it, like on the little thing.
Right.
Yeah, because that doesn't look old guys like, does it?
If it comes on.
Did you charge it?
It doesn't charge, it's an old fashioned thing. It comes on with batteries.
So the battery is probably dead.
I'll put new ones in actually. Hold that, Matty, while I can figure this out.
Yeah.
Let's see, let's get it. I did this before to us. Ice figuring thing. No.
Right, Mum's trying to swatch to see my and you're just waving about.
Come on, see if we can get it working because it's asking for the time and date. Right.
My mum's going to shove that up your arse and like.
Whoa. Right. Come on.
Right.
Hang on. Wait.
And then. Hold on. I just turned it off.
Come on. You know, right wild pain this is. And I'm going to shove that torch so far up Matty's ass, it's going to be unbelievable. He'll be spitting he'll be farting batteries out.
Awful.
No.
What are you trying to do? Epilepsy. But I get bad heads off flashy lights.
Right, somebody's
I've just caught your face on camera.
Get your phone and put it on speaker. On
Mum, you
the
got your
voice
phone.
record.
You've got the thing the wrong way. I just had it focused properly.
Oh,
Woman, I
crying out
swear to
loud.
God.
We had it, man. We've
Torch,
got
torch.
We've got our thing sorted.
Nick my bloody torch out.
Mum's like, I'm fucking taking that torch back.
Matty's doing my bloody head in with it.
Hell, that's what we're good at.
Take your phone out and get voice recorder up.
Yeah, I have a voice recorder and just record.
Because sometimes iPhones record better.
Yes, I know, man. You said that last time.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think I might get an iPhone when I take the delve, even though I don't particularly like them that much. What?
Ho, ho.
Ho ho ho.
What?
Oh.
Ho, ho.
Do it again.
Ho, ho. I got the flush. Whee!
Flashy cock.
Mum.
What?
She's flashing. You're flashing.
Sorry, guys.
See, I shouldn't really be making jokes and laughing on it when I'm in a graveyard. Not the way that.
Well, better having a bit of a laugh than it is. See, that got knocked down a few years ago because of kids as well.
Yeah.
A lot of the old graves. That one's got a hole nearly halfway down.
Eh?
Anybody there?
That one's got a...
That one's been knocked down a long time. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ghost on that same time?
Same with that one.
Right.
There was an awful lot knocked down back in the 80s and 90s. It was ridiculous. Some they had to take up because it was just that badly thing, and I think Grandma's was one of them. Shame.
It's a shame, like. I thought Grandma didn't live around. Grandma didn't live around here.
She lived at Blackhill. She lived at oh God, I can't remember the street now.
I don't feel anything, cow.
Yeah?
I didn't feel anything this time.
No, I'm not feeling this time.
You know, Mum.
No. But I've walked in this place for years. I used to come down here quite a lot. I used to sit and just by the trees and read when I was a teenager.
No, you can't do
Oh,
I was.
Sorry, on PT, they were like, oh, bring a book for a night time and settle down time. Me and Mike looked at each other and a book. I was like, it's called a phone.
I was like, I'm not read a book since I got made to in year 11.
I didn't even read a book in year 11.
I just can't read.
I just looked at and pretended I was reading.
No, we had Mr. Bank.
Kids, if you're watching this, read books.
Yes, please do read books. It's very educational. Remember, well, Leon's going to be bloody linking into this. Leon is my grandson, by the way.
Stay cool, guys. Stay cool, guys.
Short one.
I thought you were going to say something else there, Mike.
Oh,
Are we going to go all the way down and then right round, or?
Yeah.
there's all different for this.
Right. Please let us know if you see anything or hear anything that we don't.
Yeah, guess what? Have you opened your doors, Mark?
Not really. No, I haven't actually. I'm not going to open my spiritualist door every time.
That's fun.
I still like when Beth was running around here. Kieran.
Kieran, did you forget about that?
What?
The Beth. That like your voice kept running around you.
Someone did.
It's the only person who likes running around you.
Everyone else is
The other thing that I'll be getting everybody is a crystal, and it'll have white sage tied around it. So you've got less chance of attachments.
Right.
Right?
It's a crystal with a white
Sage.
around it.
Alright. I knew that.
This is more recent ones.
Right.
And 1997. I'm saying newish ones, and they're all in the 70s at the moment.
When was Grandma McCluskey?
Grandma McCluskey died in, it's on my arm actually, in 50 something. She was 80 odd.
Bet you'll get Grandma McCluskey in here, like.
She was born in 18 something. I can't remember. That's why I've got it written on my arm as a tattoo.
All I know is my grandma was born in 1928. She died in 2016.
16.
Jesus.
She was about 10 years after the First World War started. She lived through the second. I want to take my hood down, but I'm supposed to I want to get wet. I told my dad that.
That's why I don't want to take my hood down. That's why I don't want to take my hood down, because if my hair gets wet and it's got gel on.
This is the end of the thing, so these are really the quite recent ones.
Just walk up here, man.
Huh?
Walk up here.
Can do.
This way.
Yeah, my right back was right.
Man, walk a bit further this way because they're graves. You're going to be walking.
No, I'm not. I'm walking right down the middle of it because you're walking that way. I'm following the aisle, the bit of walkway that's there.
Walk.
You tell where people walk. Imagine if there was somebody like 6 foot now, how the hell are we going to get in the coffin and get somebody else in front of them? I'm walking on this way, so even as fuck.
Yeah.
Here's 91.
Go down this way. No, we'll go down this way because I'm not. To me, the graves are too near. I don't want to disrespect them.
Fair enough. Yeah,
Well, you don't, do you?
No.
If anybody's watching this and knows of any abandoned buildings, haunted buildings that you don't mind us coming to and we'll give full permission, please let us know. PM me on Facebook and I'll get back to you. As I said, we're just starting out, so we're just trying to get established and know where we can go and where we can't go. We've got a few things in the pipeline to do, hopefully. So at the moment we're just sort of hitting local graveyards and stuff like that until we can get sorted and permission for a few other places. It's awful going to a kid's funeral, to be honest.
There's loads of kids ones at Stanley.
Which one's that?
Need to check out.
Oh, right.
Just down there. There's loads of kids there.
Is it?
Right.
Oh, I couldn't.
Nah.
It'd be so disturbing.
It will be, it'll be horrible.
Where I was in Alpha, I've got 2 young kids. Right, 1 young kid and 1 on the way. I think I can say some great size of my son.
Well, no parent likes to. They don't expect to be burying the
You
children.
don't think I've got a little nephew?
Aye. No matter how old you get, I don't want you to go first either.
I'm dancing on your grave now.
You know I'm coming back and haunting you, so don't worry about it.
No, don't haunt me. No. No, I'm a golden child of us lucky.
Shut up.
Yes, I am.
And I'm a nun. I
I'm
shouldn't
the
be
Pope,
saying
like
that
I
in
say.
here.
And I'm a professional footballer.
Aye.
After the shot.
I was just about to say, I wish I was the Pope, but no, do I have?
It doesn't even feel weird in here.
It doesn't, does it?
No.
It
Like,
feels very
it's more
calm
open.
and
Probably because
It's more open. There's not as. There is more, but.
Neither of that, to be quite honest.
Well,
I haven't opened the door, so.
yeah. To be fair, I don't think I did the last time, to be honest.
I'm not opening the door at night, so I don't bother.
I'm too tired.
Snap.
I didn't sleep last night, it was toothache.
Right. Can I ask a question?
What?
How does lying in bed hurt your tooth, but you're lying down anyways?
Because as you turn onto the side that's aching. Because it's right on the side of my jaw. It was. It's right where my jaw is, the back teeth. It's actually affecting opening my mouth. Actually, I knew that was coming.
Well, then guess what?
I wasn't disappointed, was I? As you can see, it's absolutely starting to bring it down a little bit.
A little bit.
Mum, I'm struggling.
Well, every place that we've tried, we're not able to get into.
Quite
Yeah, just
disappointing.
cut down there and get back.
Just cut up straight up here, and I'll show you where Grandma, I think, is Grandma McCluskey is buried.
Oh, funny. You're hilarious. You want to do. Oh, look, there's another thing.
Has she cremated or not?
No, she was buried. Same with Bridget, our daughter. Yeah, our daughter. Bridget was married to Sydney, who was my granddad's mum and dad. So it was Sydney Thompson.
And I really have to come to the camp.
I don't know whether we're related to that Thompsons or not.
Well, Shannon. Yeah, no, we're related to Shannon.
Oh, I know we're related to Shannon Thompson. They're the quite very old ones.
My mum, my dad. I think. Oh no, mum, dad, go up to the house there.
See if I can get it again. I lost track of where I was with the camera.
You not get Grandma McCluskey and Grandma McCluskey? I'm sure you.
I don't need for her to show me. She's with me all the time.
I know Grandma McCluskey will take it.
She's not far up this way. It's where a patch where a lot of the ones have been. It doesn't look as if there's any graves actually. I think we're coming up to first lot of it over there. Some of it. Yeah.
There must have been a high told.
That looks like a family plot.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mum, I don't want to do it. I think I know what I want to do. It's just the rest of them want to do it. Because we always enjoyed Wales. Is going up the Wales and going sitting on the beach for the day and then scatter there. Yeah.
Not that Ripon.
Oh,
Rayburn area.
there'll be a family
Anyway.
holiday as well.
That's
That's a full family.
That's roughly where I think Grandma McCluskey would have been.
Yeah.
Over there. No, because we don't know where there's a grave there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of graves around that area. But as you can see, there's a lot missing.
Yeah.
And that, I think, is where... I know she's buried near the top here.
Grandma McCluskey is.
Yeah, and Bridget.
That's a family there.
Yeah, look how many there was. One was like 4.
They're quite compact all together, aren't they?
Yeah. So Grandma McCluskey somewhere there.
Yeah. Right, somewhere along this bit of road,
Yeah.
bit of thing.
It's good that you can't see it now.
It is, because when I found out she was buried here, our great Aunt Mary, I came and looked at every single grave trying to find her. I can walk down there if you want.
And there's loads missing now as well.
Yeah, it was mainly the top half that got done.
It's unfair that, like,
It is because
aye there. Show your light
the
there.
causing
That way.
a lot of heartache for the relations that were left,
Aye.
that wanted to keep in touch and find them and that, and
Yeah,
for
that's
future
what happens.
generations like myself.
Yeah.
And you've got all of us as well.
But it's the way society's come about at times.
Shocking, like.
It's just getting worse, so that's the problem.
As we get older, we're getting worse and worse.
Well, I best not put my opinion forward. It's certainly, if people were told no a bit more often at school as well as everywhere else, I don't think we'd have so much of a problem.
Aye, now,
Yeah,
but like,
Because there's no discipline anywhere now for the youngsters coming up.
you
We sort of had a set sort of rules. We knew what we were going to do when we left school. We were going to get a job, or we got married, or we, you know, that was the.
I think kind of from like our generation, like us three's generation onwards, it's just deteriorated massively.
Aye.
It's,
I mean, some of our generation, yeah, they're alright,
Mum, you
but
be
the
careful
rest of them,
because
yeah.
moths.
and after.
There was consequences for your actions, even at school. If you were naughty, you had consequences
No,
to
if you had
deal with.
If you had problems, then no, you didn't.
Well, back then we didn't recognise problems really.
That's why I always got it wrong, because obviously I didn't get diagnosed at school.
Well, back when I was at school, there was no diagnosis of any of that.
No.
Well, I didn't think anything was.
Well, we didn't back then. It was just
Straight down, right?
yeah, straight down. Because we're not at the end yet. Because if you notice, so like that up there and in that section, that's where a lot of is graves there. It's just they got vandalised too much.
Shocking, like.
So that's just literally been left like that because there's too many graves being sought out.
Yeah, they were just too far smashed up and turned over, and
I would love for the vandalising it, and when they died, vandalised their graves.
I think that's what should happen.
Just so they know how it feels to be vandalised.
But at the same time, the rest of the family's got to suffer from their consequences.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the only problem. It's
that's
not their
not-
fault.
It's not our problem, it's theirs.
I know, but then it's to get there again, it's not their problem. It's not their fault because they weren't here.
you can go round in a vicious circle with the argument, really.
Oh, you can, like. Just like gone there.
Yeah.
And after, just like a really.
That's why you wouldn't want to walk on it because you know there's graves there.
Oh, you know.
You never know. You could be walking on a grave right now.
No,
Well-
not bit.
No, these pop.
These are proper, well, as far as we know, there's proper paths.
There's not
These
a
have been
lot of
here
paths.
all, as long as I can remember, these paths. So,
I wasn't a graveyard only like
yeah, late 1800s, I think it was. There's writing on the front there, I will video it.
I think it's like 1886 or something. I think it was over. I don't know, I was just well, stop in the dark.
No, because that one, the kids pulled out to be in 36.
Yeah, that's when he died.
Probably was when he was born, and when he died was 18 something.
Ah,
As you can see, some of the graveyards stones are actually still down on a lot of places from when they got
You see
broken
where
up.
it's dug it up for.
yeah.
You can see where it's dug it up for. But obviously they do it
where
with
they
this
can
stone.
where there's been hole, they've been able to manage to put them on top of the graves and that.
Well, this
So-
is much more than one. So that's why I don't wear windbreakers because they're not even waterproof.
No, not like.
But look, this one.
I mean, we've got Blackhill graveyard here, and when we get to the front, we've got another graveyard straight in front just about, and then you've got another graveyard for the abandoned church that's just around the corner at the bottom of the park, and then you've got two down there.
I realised there's so many different graveyards down there.
And the amount of churches is just unbelievable.
I thought it was just as big in for the Blackhill. Like, I was like, oh, no, people that live in Blackhill.
Then you've got the priest one at St Mary's for the priests.
Say if you got the burn ropes, like burn ropes is literally tiny. It's got like 2 parts to it. And they're literally like, I don't even know how old they are. It's like no bigger than the field.
I mean, you can just imagine how many deaths was at the steelworks when it first got opened up.
Oh no.
That's where most of these are buried.
Well, this is why Shotley Bridge was expert in burns. The company company funded that sort of side of it because of the amount of burns that was done in the steelworks.
Breakers are just throw people in without having to do what they do.
And then you had all the mines around here. It was a big mining area as well to supply the steelworks. You had the brickworks over at Castleside.
Yeah, heads over in Stanley and burn over it.
Yeah.
So my granddad used to work on the pits when he left school without eating.
Well, most of the bungalows around like Gates was owned by the coal board. Ours was. Where my mum lives was for the supervisors. Where we were, it was like the second ones down from the supervisors. And then the bungalows were for the mundane miners that did all the hard work. You say mundane and they did the hardest work.
Make it up and have it to shoot.
Yeah.
You like that one?
Yeah. Right. We're coming towards the end. If I just point up over there, that's another graveyard. You'll see the railings, I think, just underneath the light. And just round the corner there, to the back of that one, there's another graveyard and another church. They're the twin churches that are up over there.
It was opened in February 1879.
Yeah.
7.8 acres. 9 acres.
There we go.
We even vandalised that as well.
Leela, point the camera at me and I'll do my ending. Right, see you all later. We'll probably be back, me, Matty, Leela and Kieran. I did get your name right again. Hope to see you soon and just keep subscribing, like and hit me up on Facebook under Noyan Hutchinson or Crimson Coffee. Thank you very much.